Welcome to the Morning Blend Extra. I'm Shawn Tempesta. So what goes into a credit report and what information is shared? More importantly, should you be concerned? Back again with the answers is the CEO of Credit Restoration in Nevada, Harry Jacobs. It's great having you back, sir.
Good to see you.
Let's talk about this data breach at Target. We're talking a massive swath of the population affected.
40 million people, Shawn, roughly 20% of the adult population.
Wow. So what's important to take away from this whole story? For those who don't know what happened with Target, a lot of credit cards and debit cards were compromised.
Here it is in a nutshell. From the 27th of November, which is the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, through December 15th, 40 million people's information was breached.
Wow.
Debit cards, credit cards, and the little black stripe on the back of the card is what was breached.
And it had everything, including the PIN information.
Full account number, CVV, the 3-digit code on the back. It's got everything. Wow. Enough to charge the card, charge the debit card. It's a bad deal.
So what do we take away from something like this then?
If you use your card during that period of time and you don't want to be a victim, all you have to do is call the bank or your credit card company and say, send me a new card now. Mm-hmm. If you have your identity stolen or some sort of theft as a result of this, at this point, I hate to be direct like this, but it's your own fault.
Yeah,
change the card out.
Especially for people with debit cards. I know you're not a huge fan of having a billion credit cards.
No.
But debit cards, you're playing with your chips as opposed to a credit card, you're playing with the company's chips.
And what you mean by that is that with a credit card, you get immediate credit on your credit card, right? The money comes back. On a debit card, if someone spends $500 or $1,000,
it comes from your cash.
It comes from your cash, and it could take 90 days to get that money back.
Wow. Man.
It's ugly.
Okay, it's certainly ugly. Your radio show, though, and you, by the way, looking very nice.
Thank you.
Weird. You've lost a lot of weight, it had to be said.
Thank you.
Your radio show, you recently provided starting information about collections on consumer credit reports. What's the percentage of consumers that actually have these on their credit reports?
Another huge number. We're up over the 20% range. 30 million people in this country. So about 25% of the population has a collection. It's one of the most damaging things you can have on your report.
Well, of course. And how can somebody work with their credit with a collection on their account? Can you help them and assist them with this?
About 70% of what we do at this point is working with consumers that have collections on their report. We can get them off the report. We can essentially erase them from the report. We've got a variety of different techniques that we use.
I think some people out there that's ever had to deal with the credit bureaus, it can be very difficult. And there's actually a government agency, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. They're getting involved in how credit reporting industries process information.
The problem, the inherent problem, is that anyone that furnishes information to the credit bureaus is paying them to provide that information. So when a consumer says, hey, that's not mine, the credit bureau looks at the person who's paying their bill and says, you know what, they say it's yours, it's going to stay on there.
Wow.
We've got some techniques that help to beat that system.
So you can get to the bottom of that and have it cleared?
Correct.
How much information is provided to the bureaus each and every month? Are we talking like a million hits a month? Or?
It's about 4 billion pieces of information from 30,000 different...
Per month?
4 billion pieces of information go into the credit bureaus from 30,000 different providers of information.
Wow.
4 billion with a B.
So of those 4 billion... there are probably, 2 errors? 3?
I would say the errors are about 1 in 5.
So almost a billion.
Correct.
My goodness. So what types of items can you help remove and repair on a credit bureau report? What are the things that you see most commonly erroneous?
The common item is the collection, as we talked about just a minute ago. But we can remove late payments. We can help with foreclosures and short sales. A lot of times there are errors that are made that shouldn't be there. A common error right now is anyone that's gone through a short sale may have it listed as a foreclosure on their credit.
Wow.
That's a Fair Credit Reporting Act violation. You don't pay any legal fees on that. Those are all paid by the bank that violated your rights.
And that's a major difference as far as, they both take a ding on your credit, but a short sale a lot easier on your credit than, say, a foreclosure.
If you're going for a loan and you're denied based on the fact that it says foreclosure on your credit versus a short sale and you're continuing to pay rent, which would have been more than the mortgage, you have damages at that point. And that's where we want to help people.
Harry, it's a pleasure.
Great
Thank you
to see
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Harry's offering $200 off basic credit repair program if you mention the Morning Blend. If you have questions or concerns, Harry's number is right there on your screen. You can also visit crnevada.com for more information. Have a great day, everybody.